Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if this works.
The platinum journeyman walks where the moonlight begins, through cobbled streets where the laughter's grinning. His boots tap a little rough, a rhythm old, chasing stories in glasses of the black stuff. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, the pint loves you. He leans on a bar where the wood's worn thin, a place where his tales and the stout begin. The foam is a crown, his kingdom's here, ruling the night with a pint and cheer. The clock strikes one, but he's not done. The pint's his moon, the night's his sun. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman,
Hello, hello, hello.
pint loves you.
How's everybody doing? Make sure everything is actually working
His
correctly in the
heart's a
background.
barrel full of stout dreams. His laugh's a
Cheers, folks.
river, it flows
Cambodia.
and gleams. He's the king of the early hours, the ruler of Guinness Towers. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh,
boy,
Adam,
Alex.
platinum journeyman, the pint loves you.
On this pleasant Saturday, for some Saturday morning, for me Saturday night. Alright, folks, welcome to Adam's Bar. Come in out of the cold. Have a seat there by the fire, or if you want, you can saddle up to the bar. PJ will take very good care of you. Down the back, we have Roshi and the girls playing some live traditional Irish music. And over in the corner, some old fogies are debating about what's the greatest game of all time. I heard Tetris being mentioned. Or you can just stay right here and have the chat. All are welcome at Adam's Bar. Okay, let me say hello to all you fine people. Where do we have here? Let me just get this in the right area. There we go. Okay, Eric, good to see you. I doubt you remember me, but we used to chat on Skype. Alex Wood, I do remember you. You're kind of a bit of a tall lad. You've got like darkish hair. And a boy, Jogo Benito. Folks, I've made it to Cambodia, but it was an ordeal. Do you fancy a bit of a story? The move is permanent, yeah. This is not my apartment, by the way. This is my brother's apartment. When I have my own place, it will not nearly be this fancy. I'm getting settled in, Danger Man Repairs. Hello, boy, Scott. Playing some Death Stranding too. Good stuff. Alright, folks. Here's the story of how I came to Southeast Asia, but my luggage did not. When I was booking my flight over to Cambodia, the original plan was fly into Bangkok and then just ride the bus over. Nice and handy. Unfortunately, the conflict at the border between Cambodia and Thailand made that impossible. But I already had my flight. So, okay, I was thinking of booking a separate flight for later that day, arrive into Bangkok maybe 2 p.m., fly over into Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, where my brother is, at maybe like 7 or 8 p.m. But I had a little bit of a worry. The airline I was using, I used before, and they lost my luggage. I flew from Bangkok to Beijing, Beijing to Dublin. The last time I used them, I left Beijing, but my baggage and luggage did not. So worrying about that, I decided, you know what? It took them 3 days to get my luggage back last time, just in case. I'll stay in Thailand 3 nights, because if, I'm changing airline, I'm in a new destination, how do they get the luggage to me? No, I'll just wait. I was initially thinking I'll stay 2 nights in Thailand. I was like, I'll give myself the extra one just in case. Hello, boy, Chris. I do miss the lifestyle out in that part of the world. Hope you enjoy. It must be high 20s temperature out there. Yeah, it's t-shirt and shorts every day. So I get all excited. I fly out to Thailand. Once again, I make my journey complete. My luggage stayed in Beijing. So I'm standing there at the carousel, just watching the stuff go round and round, and my luggage is not there. And by the way, in the luggage, PS5. All my clothes. Everything I have. Lights are in there. Tripod was in there. This stand was in there. I had my laptop. I had microphones. I had this camera. I had all the fragile stuff in my backpack. That's where all that goes. But everything else, and particularly clothes. I had no clothes. This was what I was wearing. Black shorts, black t-shirt. That's all I had. I'm meeting my friend in Pattaya, which is the big party place of Thailand, known for the rampant sex industry. But it is kind of what you make of it. You can choose to partake as much or as little as you want. It's still a beachside town with plenty of other stuff to do. So I go meet him. Still just the one pair of clothes. Turning the underwear inside out, turning the socks inside out. Trying to hit up shops, finding new clothes that I can wear just for one night. Thankfully, my friend wanted a bit of a chill one. It did not end up being that way. We ended up being crazy. And then, of course, I'm emailing the airline carrier, where's my luggage? What happened to it? Please tell me you can find it. They go back and forth with me, saying, we are looking for it and maybe we'll find it soon. I was like, please find it very soon. After that night in Pattaya, my friend goes back. I go visit a different friend in a different part of Thailand, take my mind off things, try not to think about the fact that all my stuff is just missing. Eventually, I get an email on my second night, late at night. The luggage has been found and is currently being shipped onto the next plane to Bangkok. I'm like, oh my goodness, when? It'll be there in the morning. I'm like, literally my last day. I fly out at 3 p.m. I got my luggage at 11 a.m. That close. That extra night in Thailand was definitely needed. I felt elated when I get up the piece of luggage. Big hug for it. I'm like, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. And me, my luggage, finally made it all together to Cambodia, to my brother. That's been my ordeal. How's your week been? My week's been a bit hectic. As for getting settled, yeah, it's Southeast Asia. It's a bit tricky, this capital area. Now, naturally, I tend not to like capital cities, but the district my brother is staying in is a bit calmer. Plenty of street food. I've been trying street food every day. Just breakfast, lunch, and dinner, street foods. The beers are cheap. Infinite Rayun. What's the crack like so far? Hoping you're settling in, mate. I am indeed. So I've been trying a bunch of the local foods, something called lok lak, which is beef, beautiful sauce, some tomatoes, rice, a fried egg, and some cucumbers. And then you can add all the little stuff on the side. You can make it spicier for yourself. That's what I did. So I'm trying that every day, trying different vendors, try a bunch of street food. The beer, folks. Oh, wow. What made you settle living in Cambodia instead of, example, Thailand? My brother's here. Last Thursday was his birthday, and now started your 20s. Attaboy, Scott. Happy birthday. My brother is currently living and working here in Phnom Penh. So the beer situation, folks, I want to show you something. So this is Thai beer. The Cambodians don't drink the Thai beer anymore, so they're selling these cans for 25 cents. I bought like 10 of them. Buy 10 of them, you pay $2.50. It's pretty good. But I do want to show you with some of the other stuff is the tabs on the cans are quite different. They're like these. They're actual pull, like things you pull off the top of them. This one doesn't have it. It's got a regular one. But like, and they have this little thing on it. You might be able to see. So, can you see that there? It basically means you win a free can. And as you might be able to notice, we have just a massive collection. It seems that every second can you open, you win a free can of beer. It's been a revelation. I had like 4 beers yesterday, 3 out of the 4 got me another new beer. It's just this like repeating cycle that goes round and round in circles. It's great. If it wasn't for your brother, where do you think you would have settled? Probably Thailand. Probably Thailand. Thailand's a lot of fun. Now I can't stay here too long though because I'm technically a tourist. Whereas my brother has a proper working permit, so he can stay for a year. I can stay for a couple of months and then have to like leave the country. And a place like Thailand, they're getting very stringent on the regulations these days. Essentially, a bunch of tourists kept using tourist visa the wrong way, and we're like staying in Thailand for a year, but just going over the border and back in, over the border and back in every couple of months. Yeah, they didn't like that. Just listening to the beer prices and the free beer got me packing my bag now. You were more than welcome over here. So yeah, 25 cents for that in the bars. They sell cans of beer, and many people prefer drinking the cans of beer in the bars because once again, you open it and you might win a free can. So all the people drink cans in the bars. Draft beer is not as common. They prefer the chance to win free cans of beer. And you can take them, like, people use these tabs almost like currency. You can pay for stuff with these. I won 2 free cans and I passed by a guy who was kind of picking trash out of the bin. I didn't have any money on me, but I had these, so I turned around and just gave him 2 of these, and he was delighted. Listen, all are welcome. The beer prices are incredible. So in the bar, one of these is $1, which is about what, 90 cents European or 70 pence Great British pounds. So you're in the bar and you might be there for a few hours. You saddle up to pay your bill, and you go like, "Oh, it wasn't even a fiver." It's really nice. I think it's impossible on a night out to spend more than 20 euros, including food. That's what I'm thinking over here. I wonder why you'll stay in Thailand. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Me and my fiance are thinking of moving to Thailand. The only problem is when you buy a property, you don't own the land, correct? Which is good to protect the natives. I think you can't own the land, and there is a new thing called like a DTV visa. It's like digital transient something, and it's like 5 years, and then you can happily stay there quite a while. Which part of Thailand are you thinking of moving to? Me, my personal favorite in Thailand is Chiang Mai, up in the north by the mountains. Actually, that will be the next video on the channel. I'm editing the Different Worlds episode of Chiang Mai, which I started over a year ago. And now it's finally like, I've got 5 minutes of the video done. It may be another like 15-minute episode. So that will be done for next weekend, I'd say. And then also after that, there will be a video going back through all the trophies I've earned in the past year in the games I've been playing. And then after that will be Metal Gear Solid. Final Fantasy X is eventually going to start recording. I was supposed to start it earlier, but again, I had no PlayStation until like a day ago.
Happy Saturday, Max. What's like the minimum USD needed for a month to live there, and how much per month for decent living stay safe?
So, I would say I'll talk US dollars because
They actually use US dollars over here. Um, Let me think. If you had like 600 or 700 US dollars for a month, I think you'd be fine. I'd say you can find a place for like $200 a month if you're staying for a while. If you do like a local rental agency, and then food is really cheap. You probably wouldn't spend more than a few dollars a day on that. The beer is free. So yeah, if you want to like live very comfortably, maybe if you had 1,000 a month, 1,000 US dollars. But I'd say 600 or 700 and you'd be okay. Even this is the capital and it doesn't feel, and we're quite central, but again, my brother's school is paying for the apartment. But you could get stuff further out. And of course, this is the capital, so it's more expensive than other parts of the country. For example, if you went north to a place like Siem Reap, prices go down again. Food prices go down, drink prices go down. You can get happy hour beers for 50 cents. I was a great Wolf Lodge in Niagara Falls, and the beer was $10 for one beer. God, you must. That's too much. That's too much. Not sure where I would like to move in Thailand, but I'm not a party person. In that case, I'd say up north in Chiang Mai would be good for you. That's the place with the best food. It's really chill. It's kind of it's a lively city, but not a busy city. And you are more than happy not to party. That's a place you could like get kind of spiritual and relax and have just a cushy, easy life. Really looking forward to your Final Fantasy X video as well. I just finished the plat 10-2. For love of God, don't do that one. Final Fantasy 10-2. I've heard it's a bit of a, yeah. You're a better man than I am. If you don't mind me asking, and if it isn't too intrusive, what's your brother do there for work? Are there many job opportunities for Brits? So my brother is a teacher in a school, but he's not like a teacher who teaches English. He's a proper, fully qualified teacher in an international school system. So before he had a job in Europe, and then there are like you can move around to the different schools in their network. He applied for one in Japan, he applied for one in Brazil, and he applied for one in Cambodia. And after doing interviews, the Cambodian one seemed to be the nicest. The salary was the same as European salary, and the school takes care of the apartment. That he doesn't even look at prices anymore. He's more money than he knows what to do with. So as for jobs for Brits, I'd say you could just, a common one is always like playing, what is it? Teaching English is always a common one. I know over in Thailand they always want foreigners to help teach English, in Laos as well. That's probably the easiest way to get your foot in the door. Japanese dub of Zootopia. Kojima. No, that's so cool. The man is multi-talented. Multi-talented. You played Final Fantasy X-2 as a teenager and it kept your attention, if you get my drift. Yeah, Yuna was looking nice. Caught me off guard when I was booting up Final Fantasy X and I saw the image. Like, Yuna, who is this? Yeah, when I asked him, like, I was talking about, like, oh, geez, you'd never even spend 20 euros on a night out. He says, I don't even look anymore. So it is nice situation to be, like, not worrying about money. Because for a while, even he lived in London, and that was a struggle. That was, like, barely getting by every single month. So what we're going to do today, folks, is we're just going to have the chat. All welcome to Adam's Bar. We're going to have the chat. We're going to catch up. And then after this, there's the after party, the monthly hangout for the patrons and channel members. And then there'll be more drinking. What I'm still getting used to is the heat, folks. You might even see it on my face. I'm like this. You'd sweat so much. You're showering at least twice a day. But so far, I found Cambodian people quite nice. My first night here was supposed to be like, hanging out with my brother. Let's just catch up. I'm a bit tired. Ended up out until 3 o'clock in the morning and did karaoke on a stage in front of a bar of strangers. Because my new Cambodian friend decided to put me on the list. Adam, you're up next. Now, thankfully, she did buy me a beer to like soften the blow. I got nervous singing it in front of the I forgot all the lyrics. And I was like Linkin Park's Breaking the Habit. I forgot the lyrics. Even though they're in front of me, I normally can do it properly, but yeah, I forgot the lyrics. And just froze. Never happened to me before. I belted out a few tunes and then got off the stage as quick as possible before I ruined anyone's night. Oh, let me see here. Will you see the rest of your days out in Asia now? The UK is just so expensive, same as Ireland. Yeah, the UK, I think, has been in a decline for a few years now. Ireland is also really expensive. Because I'm always like, for the past few years, it's been, like 6 months in Southeast Asia, 6 months back home. And this is the case of like, when I went back the last time, I felt like everything was, like, let's say a night out, you go meet some friends, you have some drinks, some food, there's a taxi home at the end of it. I remember not too long ago being able to do all that for less than €50. And now these days, it's 100. Even the taxis are getting like extortionate in prices. But you don't be walking home all the way. And there's no 24-hour bus system. What you get for your money in the UK and in Ireland, sometimes it doesn't quite add up. As for staying out here, I think I'll be out here for a few years, yeah. Maybe live in South America for a while. That looks nice. Try and finally master Spanish. But in general, yeah, I want to be able to have my own place. And in Ireland, I would need about €2,000 a month to have my own place. That's not going to happen. Whereas out here in Southeast Asia, €300 a month, €250 a month, and you have your own place. And I can make Platinum Journey morning, noon, or night and never disturb anyone. I can do live streams into the middle of the night and not disturb anyone. So, yeah, this is the plan going forward, folks. And don't worry, videos will continue like normal. I've been doing this for a few years. There's never a change. The same amount of episodes of Platinum Journey come out every night, every year, no matter where I am in the world. Even though the most recent ones, Devil May Cry 3 episode, that was recorded in Thailand. The Resident Evil 5 episode was recorded in Laos. Everything will stay the same. Is the Game Awards watch long still a possibility? Let me check the time. Can you tell me what time the Game Awards is on? Because I would be probably watching it myself. So let me see. The Game Awards. Game Awards 2025. Let me check the time. I think they moved it a bit earlier, didn't they? I'm kind of curious about how many awards Claire Obscure will win. I think it's nominated for double-digit awards. It might win a lot. Okay, let me check here in the background. What time is it there, Mr. Jeff Keighley? FAQ, start time. I think it normally starts like 8 p.m. America time. Okay, opening act starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You add 5 hours in order for it to be European time. So that'd be 12:30. And then you add 7 hours, that'd be actually, yeah, that would be morning time for me. It's a possibility. That would be morning time. That'd be like 7 a.m. my time. That might be a possibility, folks. Leave it with me. You might just randomly see me, you might just randomly see me pop up the live streams like, come on, let's watch the Game Awards. Let me catch up to you. Did I do anything cool so far in Cambodia? Eaten a lot of street food. Found all the very cheap beers. And I think the coolest thing I've done so far is my first night here. Again, this is only my third night here. My first night of like my brother bringing me around some of his favorite places and then meeting like a bar owner. And then it was me. My brother eventually went home because he was like, I got work in the morning. I was like, well, it's my first night here. I'll stay out a bit longer. So it was me, the bar owner, then her friend joined. And then this American guy joined as well. So the four of us all went out together. Me, the American guy, and the bar owner on the back of her motorbike. Three of us on the motorbike. I was like, this is the Southeast Asian way. We're not walking the 5 minutes. No, get on the motorbike. Oh, I did something very uncool though. So when I found out that all these beers were only 25 cents, I got a few. And on my way back, one of the guys running the gate at the front of the apartment, he's always a nice guy. He speaks a bit of English. He's gotten drunk with my brother before. So when I came back, I was like, I got like 5 of these. I give him one. Except I made a mistake. I just gave the Cambodian guy a Thai beer. I don't know if he even wants that. So I ran him back down. I was like, I'm so sorry. Thai beer, no good. Here, pick anything else you want. What else do you want? And he picked a German beer. And then later, I still felt bad. So I went to the shop and got 2 more German beers to give to him as well. I was like, I'm sorry. Sure enough, he'd already finished the first German beer by the time I got him his second. So he was in good spirits. Man, as an interview, that would cause me shit. Yeah, the karaoke. Was Conor McGregor a serious candidate as president, or was that just pure bullshit? He was never a serious candidate. The way it works in Ireland is that if you announce you're running for the president, you need councillors of your part of the country to nominate you. You have to actually write to them in advance, say, hey, I'm running for president. I need you to back me. I need you to vouch for me. And then I can be officially a candidate. Conor McGregor did not do any of that. He just made an Instagram post that he's running for president. It's like, that's not how it works. Yeah, none of the councillors took him seriously. He never actually asked them to put him in. It was all just nonsense. That poor guy's brain has been broken and he can't go without attention for very long. It's a bit sad. He used to be for a long time, he used to be everyone's favorite fighter. For like the first 5 years of his career, everyone was thrilled and excited for him and happy for him. And then just all went off the rails, really. Do you ever think of anywhere in Europe like Spain? Oh, me encanta España. I've thought of Spain myself, but Asia is beautiful and is much more value for money. Asia is definitely better value for money, but I did spend some time in Alicante in Spain. It's along the east coast. I was there for a couple of months. Really nice. In general, Spain is like my second home. The food is so good. I get a huge kick out of every time I go back, getting a little bit better at the language. My last time there, I was able to read the newspaper in Spanish. And I was like, I didn't recognize every word, but I got enough of it. I was quite proud of myself. I like just hanging out with my Spanish friends and like, well, how do I say this? Or how do I say this? Or how do I say this? In fact, my second longest friendship is with a Spanish girl I met like 10 years by this point in a village for a festival. And she was like, why are you here? Only Spanish people come to this. Like, ah. And her being bilingual was just a great help throughout the entire weekend of like helping translate stuff. Asher definitely bought her a few drinks, say thank you. And then over the years, we still stay in touch. Messaged back and forth, even like for Halloween, like, hey, how are you? And it's really nice. She actually has a line in the Resident Evil 4 Platinum Journey bonus episode. When I asked how do I pronounce Elegante, because I always close to call him El Gigante. So I have a little voice recording of her saying, hey Adam, it's pronounced Elegante. So that's when I say Elegante, no one can correct me and be like, oh, that doesn't say that way. Like, no, Spanish person told me how to say it. Let me check here, folks. Adam, I have to keep the tradition, so when are you going to play Expedition 33? At a certain point. I think realistically, like Final Fantasy X is next, and then Dead Space Remake, and then maybe Clair Obscur. Maybe. I think that might be a good idea. Hi, Adam. Hello, Alex. Are you enjoying Cambodian? I'm just working on Gears of War Reloaded. Best of luck to you. I am indeed enjoying Cambodia. It's been kicking ass. I didn't expect to like the capital city as much as I do so far. And it seems to be that it's a smallish community around here. I'm already starting to recognize people. It's like, oh, hi, nice to see you again, or hi. And yeah, already it's like, okay, people know you, they look out for you. Feel very safe. I have heard some reports of like people getting their phones snatched, but so far I've, knock on wood, everything is going great for me. I just love the fact that like I got to go out with Cambodians. I'm meeting more Cambodians on Monday. This is what I want to do. If I'm in the country, I want to meet the local people. So I'm meeting more Cambodians on Monday. Just go to local bar, have a couple of drinks. So very excited about that. Now I say go to local bar and have a couple of drinks. We'll see how the night unfolds if I'm doing more karaoke. The food in Thailand looks amazing. It looks a lot healthier than American and UK foods. The Thai food is like some of the best in the world. And there's something up in northern Thailand called khao soi. That will be in the Chiang Mai video. It's this creamy soup, which is like a little bit of a spice to it, but not too much. And then it's served with like a chicken drumstick, some egg noodles, which are nice and thick, and then some fried noodles on top. Then you got some like onions and peppers and stuff. But it's so good. It's so good. I had it every day. And of course, the other more popular Thai dish would then be like pad krapao, which is Thai holy basil, not chopped, kind of like just put over the top of it. And then it's minced meat, dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, as many Thai peppers as you want. The restaurants will do 3 or 4 for you. At home, when I was making it, I was putting in 10. Burning the face off myself and having a great time. So the food is exceptionally good in Thailand. I think like Thai food is the best. I know Japanese food is meant to be good, and obviously Chinese food is legendary. So far I can say that of the 4 countries in Southeast Asia I've been, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and now Cambodia, I would say Thailand has the best food. Laos has the worst, but Laos has the best beer. And then Vietnam and Cambodia. I need more time with Cambodian. I think Vietnamese food is maybe a little bit better. But overall, pleasantly surprised by Cambodian food. As for the health, yeah. I lose weight. I've already lost 3 kilograms. I've been in Southeast Asia 1 week. I've lost 3 kilograms. Not even trying. Drinking beer, eating food, but definitely walking more in the evenings. Like during the daytime over there, just making videos. But in the evening, you want to go out and you want to explore, and it's nice, and the weather is nice, so definitely more active. Already the weight is literally melting off me. Hi, Adam. Hello. If you don't mind me asking, what's your motivation for coming between countries? As an overthinker, I can't imagine doing that, but I can't lie, it sounds like you're truly experiencing life. Thank you. The motivation is a very simple one. Ireland's too expensive for me to have my own place. If I want my own place, I need to go abroad. Thankfully, I do like learning about other countries. But yeah, in general, I just like, where can I get an apartment for €300 a month? I'll go to that country. That's my main motivation. And thankfully, I also fit in very well with people around me, make friends very quickly, and always seem to have a good time. So yeah, that's the motivation. Too poor for Ireland. Hey guys, how you been doing? We're doing well, Prince Kenway. Welcome to Adam's Bar here in Cambodia. Would you pick Spain over Cambodia or Thailand if money wasn't an issue? Very good question. I think I'd pick it over I think at this moment in time I would, yeah. I think like there's so many parts of Spain I haven't properly been to. I've only been to like Madrid, a village called Chinchon, which is actually Spanish, and Alicante. Like I haven't been over on the other side of the country. Haven't been to like Cadiz. I haven't been to down south to like Seville or Valencia. So there's plenty more of Spain I'd like to go. I would just spend my evenings playing tennis. Every evening just playing tennis on clay courts. Because I've already seen a lot of Thailand. I think I've seen every part of Thailand except for the islands. I've seen the north, I've seen the Isan region, which is over on the east side. I've seen Bangkok way too many times. I'm sick of Bangkok. I've seen the party place Pattaya. The islands are all that's left for me. So for now, I would actually pick Spain. Well, what about Death Stranding 2, says Gears. Death Stranding 2 will indeed... Oh! Laura! Yeah, I was just talking about you. There you go, folks. There's my Spanish friend. I was just saying, Laura, that you are my second longest friend. I think I've known you for about 10 years since that village you met. My bilingual friend helping me navigate the world of Spain with no Spanish. Yeah, other than I think I got one friend from college. And then it's you. You're my second longest friendship. So thank you, Laura. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrity amongst us. I am doing well indeed in Cambodia. What else are you saying here, buddy? You're such an extrovert. I love things. You make friends anyway. It's my gift. It's my gift, Laura. What's the main difference between Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos for someone that doesn't know anything about Southeast Asia? Alrighty. So there are definitely similarities. I would say Vietnam's a bit pricklier and a bit hard to get to grasp with. The road and traffic in Vietnam is mental. Like, lights don't even matter. An awful lot of honking. Vietnam is quite hectic, especially up around like the capital areas. The Midlands of Vietnam is quite chill and beautiful. Vietnam, for an awful lot of people, you just think of like the Vietnam War, which was the first televised war. So that's what like springs to mind when I think about Vietnam, is the Vietnam War. But they seem to be like, they don't hold any grudges, and they're still welcoming to people who they used to fight. Because before they were fighting the Americans, the French were there. And before the French, there was somebody else there. So they're quite a forgiving people. As for Cambodia, Cambodia might have the most tragic history of any of these Southeast Asian countries, because they had a dictator who killed a third of their population, rounded up anyone who might be a threat and killed them. So they have something called the killing fields, which you can go see. At a certain point, they ran out of bullets, so it would kill people by just pushing them off cliffs, and they dropped to their death. But again, Cambodia is like resiliency. Still, to this day, it's probably doing better than Laos, and it's probably not. It's on the uptick, which is quite good. As for Laos is a place you go and you just switch off your brain and relax. There's a calmness about Laos. The moment I stepped over the border, I was like, oh my goodness. Just everything, like, I didn't care about time anymore. When does the bus arrive? I don't care. How long will the bus take? I don't care. I got sunsets, I've got limestone mountains, and I got a cold beer. And that's why I end up, like for a while I had like an actual Lao girlfriend for the past 7 months. I was like fall in love with the country first, and then talk about like the other stuff, the dating and stuff. But Lao to me is like my little second home in Southeast Asia. I could stay there for ages. I've got friends I'm going to be meeting. We do the New Year's festival there, the water festival, 3 days long of water fights. So I'll be heading back there in February, March, and April. There for 3 months. So there you go, Laura. Nice to see you. Gears, Death Stranding 2. It will get an episode at some point, but because I just did Death Stranding this year and now I'm doing Metal Gear Solid, and then next year will be Metal Gear Solid 5. After Metal Gear Solid 5, then I'll do Death Stranding 2. Let me see here. Kenway, as we are in December now, are there any games, movies, or TV series which you particularly like to replay watch in this time? Batman Arkham Origins, game-wise, Harry Potter, Rocky. That's a nice idea. Around Christmas time, obviously Home Alone, Christmas movie, gotta watch that. Maybe I might give like Uncharted Drake's Fortune a replay. That's always like a nice thing for me. Those are my kind of go-tos. As for TV series, Frasier. Love Frasier. Watch King of the Hill. I'm rewatching King of the Hill since the new season came out. And Star Wars movies wise, are the typical X movies. Yeah, the Christmas movies, they're always nice. What was the one? Yeah, Home Alone is the obvious classic one. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I always like that with Steve Martin and John Candy. Yeah, can't go wrong. Does the best beer make the worst food better? When I have beer Lao in Lao, the food could be garbage. I don't care. I've got beer Lao. Number one drink, obviously Guinness. My number two is beer Lao. I could drink that every day. It might become a problem. Dead Man. Hi, I'm grinding Tron through PlayStation Plus and playing Elder Scrolls Online on the side. Oof. Best of luck to you. That's a big undertaking. But don't flights cost a ton? The flight over from Dublin to Bangkok was only €270. So not that expensive. If you are flexible on like time of the month or even the month you go and time of the day you fly, you can find deals. And they will include luggage. Yeah, €270 is my flight over here. It helps when you do just a one-way flight. And when you're over here, flights like in between countries, I get a flight from one part of Thailand to another and it was €20. My flight from Thailand to Cambodia, if I didn't have a giant piece of luggage, would have only been €40, maybe 35. So yeah, even flying is quite affordable. Is there anything you haven't liked about the Asian countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos? Occasionally, all the fucking traffic and how chaotic it is. And I would say once in a while, I'm like, if it could just not be so hot for one day. Like, I've no air conditioning on. The air conditioning does start to cost a bit of money, and it's in my brother's apartment. I'll leave it off. But yeah, the heat can sometimes, like, you want a reprieve from it. That's probably my one thing. If it was like a few degrees cooler, I think I'd be like, okay, I can work with this. We're currently in December, so this is as cool as it gets. Some of my time in Laos is like you can't do anything until the sun goes down. You have to stay in your apartment, wearing nothing but your underwear and blasting the AC. So the heat will kind of get me. Would you have stayed in Ireland? It was actually more affordable, and then you could have a place to call your own. Yes, I love some myself, so Thailand or Spain is very alluring. Yeah, like dream scenario. Of course, it'd been lovely to stay in Ireland. Have my own place, got all my favorite local bars. Irish people are wonderful. Yeah, of course, it would have been great, but really can't justify $2,000 a month. So this is how I see the world. 300 a month apartment at a time. Such a tragic history all around, and Laos sounds like an amazing paradise. Yeah. I think you and Miguel would like Laos. Yeah, I think that's like, I'll send you some pictures later on, Laura. Actually, I'll write that down. Send Laos pictures to Laura. Where I'll send you pictures later on, and yeah, the limestone mountains that surround you are just so beautiful. The river runs through. Yeah, I think you and Miguel, you come over, you can meet all my Lao friends and we go party. Send pics to Laura. Alrighty, so I don't forget. There you go. Yeah, and yeah. I'll be there for a while. You're always welcome. I'll be your tour guide. Don't have to think about anything. I'll take care of. You don't need Google Maps. You don't need any TripAdvisor. You got me, and I'll do everything for you and organize it. The girl from the Lao video in Different Worlds seems like a sweetheart. She seems a very nice girl. Ah, yes, that is Ling Ling. Ling Ling is actually Chinese. She was in the Lao village I was staying in. How we met was there's a restaurant in the village, and I would go there. They got a couple of kids who were utterly fascinated by me, and they would kind of come hang out with me. And after a while, I started bringing like a coloring book and some stickers for them. So every time I would go in, the kids would come sit near me, and I'd give them stuff to play with. And then even like one of the older kids, maybe like 12 or 13, she was like, "You're the first foreigner I've ever spoken to," and she was trying to speak a little bit of English. So when Ling Ling came in, she kind of like, hi, tried to say hello to the kids, and the kids were like, oh, and then just stayed with me. So she was like, Oh, I guess I've been replaced. I felt bad. So no, you can sit here, you can sit here. She did want to like learn more about Lao, but she didn't have anyone to go out with. And she wanted to be often going into a restaurant on her own or trying this on her own. And I said, well, I'm going to this restaurant tomorrow. You want to join me? She's like, really? I was like, yeah, come join. So then as time went by, like every day I'm like, I'm doing this. Do you want to come? It's like, I'm doing this. Do you want to come? She's like, really? Yeah. So because of that, she was immensely thankful. Got to make new friends that I introduced her to, who are still friends with her now. And she's currently back in Beijing, China. And I have an open invitation. Come visit anytime. And she will show me around. So hopefully Ling Ling makes another appearance in a future China video. She is indeed an absolute sweetheart. Actually, it's called Metal Gear Solid V, not Metal Gear Solid 5, because Peace Walker is the true Metal Gear Solid 5 and Metal Gear Solid V, because V stands for Venom. Well, actually. What was the reason for you moving? Apartment costs. The costs of an apartment in Ireland are too high. Mosquitoes, I'm being bitten alive by the mosquitoes. Bitten alive. I think I scratched one too much. I should wear the mosquito repellent, but I always forget. They're at their worst during sunset. That's when you get like really prickly. Although it's a weird one of, at the end of the night when I go to bed, take off your top and go like, oh, thank God, there's like all these over here. Where do they come from? The mosquitoes will get to you. Outstrike, how do the video game shops look like in other countries and which one was your favorite? The video game shops are actually pretty good. The video game shops are pretty good and there's more than you would think. But in general, most people order online. Like it's hard to find, and they do kind of like retro shops more than they do like modern game shops. And the shops that do sell games are kind of like electronic shops. Like they do TVs and smart fridges, stuff like that. So it's rare to find just a pure video game shop. But video game cafes are a bit more common. You can actually go in and play some PC games and hang out. I like the video game cafes. You wish you could meet me there, but I keep your promise to at least visit you in Ireland 2026. I won't be there, Laura. I'll be here. I was there in Ireland for ages, Laura. It's sad you had to leave Ireland. It's hard living in cost for food and cost. Yeah. It's one of those like it's bittersweet thing. Like, oh, isn't it so wonderful? I get to move. I get to come here to Vietnam or come Cambodia and live here for a while with my brother. Isn't it so good? Aren't I so fortunate? But the impetus behind it all is I can't afford a place in Ireland. It's too expensive. So there's like a bit of a bittersweetness to it. Although I did meet a fella last night from my home city of Limerick, and he was absolutely hilarious. And as we're speaking to him, myself, my brother, and him, all three of us, our accent is getting thicker and thicker the more we speak to each other. So by the end of it, like an hour, nobody at the table can understand what we're saying anymore. Our Irish accent become too thick. So that's nice. Yeah, Laura. I couldn't believe when I saw him. I was like, not only are you from Ireland, you're from my city. I can tell your accent. And he was great. Oh, he said something. He was just rattling off the wildest stuff. I can't even say. I wrote down some things that he said. I can't even say them online. Hilarious in the moment when you're at the bar, but can't be repeating them. In all year, Adam, let me save some money. Okay, fine, Laura, save some money. And then instead of going to Ireland and spending a fortune, come to Southeast Asia. The flight over and back and your accommodation, it will all even out. So if you want a place in Ireland, I think you're looking at per night €150 to stay. If you're talking Dublin, 200 a night. Forget all that. Come to Thailand. Madrid to Bangkok. That's can't be that expensive. Let me see here. Do you prefer colder weather or warmer weather? I'm asking because you moved in December. I can never go somewhere in winter. It's my fave season here in the UK. In general, I would prefer warm weather. It is nice to see snow. Of course, it's nice to see snow. But in general, I prefer the warmer weather. I want to be in t-shirt and shorts every day. That's my outfit. That's my attire. Oh, cool. You're from Limerick as well. I grew up in a place called Janesborough, and then moved over to Raheen, and then been kind of like in around Raheen for the last, I don't know, like 15, 20 years. Whereabouts in Limerick are you living? Should have went for a drink before I left. Stupid question, but how do people in Ireland have different dialects depending on location? It's a fun one, because even though it's such a small country, I can say that there's at least like 6 or 7 distinct accents. I think it comes from Ireland used to be quite divided with like chieftains, and you kind of stuck to your own area and you didn't go into the other person's area. The whole country was at war with each other. So that's kind of like maybe how the accents kind of developed on their own. And then these days, it's still the same way. If I meet someone like, oh, he's from Kerry, or oh, he's from Cork, or that person's definitely from Dublin, they can just say a couple of sentences and I can like, yep, that part. Although there are like a sizable amount of people who their accents are a bit more neutral. I'd say my accent is a bit more neutral. I wouldn't have the thickest of Limerick accents. The guy I met last night had a thick Limerick accent by the time we finished talking. So I do think it's from the the village chieftains, or sorry, the chieftains, the high chieftains back in the day, of just like, this is our area and we stay here, and this is our area and stay here. I think that's why the accents developed a bit differently around the place. Ooh, would we be getting a New Year stream? Let me think. New Year's. Maybe. I think New Year's I wonnt be here anymore. I'll be in Siem Reap. 31st. Maybe. Yeah, because it'll be like morning time over here. I think I might be up for that. Yeah. You're a t-shirt and shorts person all year round, hoodie in the winter. Yeah. If I can never wear, even I thought, like my parents thought I was crazy when I said I'm not bringing a pair of jeans. I was like, what? I'm not bringing a pair of jeans, and I'm not bringing a hoodie, and I'm not bringing a coat. It's like, what? You're going? No, you need to think. I never wear them. Every time I go to Southeast Asia, I pack like normal. But those pair of jeans just take up extra space. That coat is never used. So I decided this time coming over there, it's t-shirt and shorts, and that's all I have, and a couple of shirts, and the usual underwear and socks. But yeah, I'm not for that anymore. That's no longer my life. Now my life is t-shirt and shorts every day. Oh, I was near to you. Whereabouts in Limerick are you? Oh, this beer is going down well, folks. Not bad for 25 cents. I also timed this very correctly so that my brother wouldn't be here. He's currently doing a half marathon. Well, actually, he's currently asleep and doing a half marathon in the morning. He used to wake up at 4:30 a.m. We were out last night. He had to get the bus at 1:30 in the morning. So we went out, and then around 12:30 he says, all right, I need to get back to the apartment to get my stuff for the bus. It's like, all right. I don't know how he made it. I would have said, fuck that marathon. I'm not going. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I'm going to get myself another beer. How are you all doing this evening? It's daytime for some. Any of you in America, it's like what? 10 a.m.? Alright, cheers, folks. Oh, I learned how to say it in Khmer. Chunmuang, I think. Chulmuang. Maybe. I'm trying to learn like 2 words a day. I've learned that hello is susadai. I've learned that thank you is or kun, with or being the word for like you. I've learned that yes is bat. I've forgotten what no is, but I never say no. So when they asked me, do I want some now? I was like, yes. And then, I was trying to learn the other 2 words I'm trying to learn is one cheers, and then one for like down it, like sculling it. I was learning them last night, but I forgot them. I'll have to ask my new Cambodian friends again. It's the first time I've noticed that the Limerick accent is not the standard Irish accent. That's just me. I'm the only Irish person you know, Laura. Yeah. So you think all people from Ireland sound exactly like me? No, only about 150,000 people in the whole country of 7 million sound like me. It's actually quite small. If Wolverine gets recommended a lot for a platinum journey next year, would you do it or save for the year after because you said that you are not going to be doing a schedule next year? Wolverine is most certainly getting an episode. Big fan of X-Men. They're my favorite superheroes. So, I don't know. I think when the reviews come out, I'll see how it's doing. But yeah, it might be a case of like, fuck it, I'll just do it straight away. The game came out, let's just do an episode straight away in it. This kind of freedom of not having a schedule anymore is, it's quite nice. The fact that I just saw Dead Space Remake on sale for €18 and went, oh, I'll get that, and that will be after Final Fantasy X. Perfect. Do you like going to bars when there's a big game on? I fucking hate it. I hate a big game in a bar. I find it too loud. I find it too annoying. If there's a game in the bar, I just won't go. Even my last night out in Limerick, I was going to the local bar with some of my cousins. And one of my cousins says, the worst thing, it's a Saturday night, messages me and says, oh, do you want to watch the game? I'm like, what game? It's Saturday night. Why is there a game? And sure enough, Ireland were playing rugby against some people, and the match was on. So instead of being in the bar, we stayed outside the front in the smoking area. I was like, I don't want to be near the game, and people shouting and roaring and hollering. I was like, no, that's not why I come to the bar. Watch your sports at home and don't annoy me. Adam, what do you think of the ethnic replacement of the Irish people at the hands of your Jewish leaders? I don't think that's happening. Oh, if anything, the Jewish Ireland and Israel don't get on very well. I have watched some Irish YouTubers and also been playing Red Dead 2 and their Irish characters. Yeah, but in my brain, Adam equals true Irish accent. The rest is, I don't know, weird Irish. Ah, thank you, Laura. This is the true Irish accent. All them people are just faking it. As somebody with arachnophobia, have you had any issues with spiders? Let me think. I haven't seen anything like crazy. I've seen like cockroaches for the first time. In general, you'd see more lizards than you would spiders, but the lizards are always fine because the lizards tends to eat the spiders. So yeah, I haven't seen any like spiders that be like, geez, look at the size of that. Hope all is good. Hope you're enjoying Cambodia. Are you still thinking of streaming the Game Awards? Ah, come on, Shane. Someone else was asking about this. Yeah, I just looked up the time. Oh, good man. Arthur Morgan is actually Irish. I love that. I haven't played much of Red Dead myself. But I always like when they actually when they get an American do the Irish accent. I was like, I'll just hire the Irish person. They'll do the real accent. Stream the Game Awards, I checked the time, and that would be like 7 a.m. our time, and this is on the 12th. Hang on, let me just double check the date. Is it this Thursday? December 11th. December 11th. Thursday, that would be Friday. I think I might, yeah. It'd be like 7:30 a.m. my time. Get up early, watch the Game Awards. It's a possibility, folks. I'll make a YouTube community post about it in the lead up to it. But I do think streaming the Game Awards, we might do it. Besides beers, are you a tea enjoyer? Oh yeah, have a cup of tea every day. That's every day. Have a cup of tea. I prefer tea over coffee. Does Ireland get along well with anyone? Yep, in general, most of the world. Trying to think of... I think if these days it's just kind of like, because Ireland always had like a long-standing support of Palestine. It kind of just reminds what it used to be like before Ireland, with, you know, kind of a stronger neighbor in Britain. So there's always been like a bit of empathy for Palestine. There'll be even like Palestine marches in around Ireland. So Ireland and Israel, because of that, don't get on quite so well. But other than that, but it's not like, you know, Irish people and Israeli people. It's more like Ireland government, Israeli government. If you judge the government, if you judge the people based on their government, you'd never talk to anyone. So that's in general though, Ireland gets on. I've never had an experience being anywhere in the world like, oh, you're Irish? Ah, fucking hate the Irish. It's always been like, oh, cool. So we're treated very well. You always fake your Irish accent. I'm going to shoot off as I have a few things to do. Good man, Joga. Congratulations on the move, and I hope you continue enjoying your time, and I'll catch you on the next live stream or your next video. Take care. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're not going to do a big marathon session tonight, folks. We'll do a couple of hours just checking in on all of you, and then I'm off to the patron and the channel member hangouts. I don't quite have the energy to be like monologuing the whole time. I need other people to help me out. Would Hogwarts Legacy get an episode? Are you not really interested? I am interested. I have to look up the trophy guide. Isn't there like a lot of collectibles or something like that? But yeah, I'm so happy that Hogwarts Legacy, you know, the Harry Potter fans got a damn good game. I'm always happy for that. Like, I'm a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and there's been attempts at games. Even like The Legend of Korra got a game. I was like, no one's done it properly yet. And then same thing for Harry Potter. There's been Harry Potter games, but they're all like on a short release schedule and a short development time. So for me, it was like, the Harry Potter fans got a Harry Potter game. So very happy with that. Soaked an Adam's bar without the black stuff just isn't right. I know. It feels weird, like drinking a Thai beer in Cambodia. PJ, would you get me a pint of Guinness for fuck's sake? I will see if I can get Guinness for next time. Although it's very fucking expensive. I think it's like, I'd have to double check the numbers, but I think it's really expensive. Or maybe the currency. But there is a shop I know that does have Guinness. So if for me though, once I saw the 25-cent cans, I'm just getting heaps of those. So I think for next time I'll try with the Guinness. Hoping for any reveal at the Game Awards. I'm hoping for a third Respawn Jedi game. Only good Star Wars apart from Andor, since Disney ruined everything. Disney has a tendency to do that. As for reveals, I would like to see what Sony Santa Monica is working on next. They finished up God of War Ragnarok now like 2 years ago. So I think I would like to see them announce like not a God of War game, but something new. That'd be my pick. If I see the Sony Santa Monica logo, I'm like, oh shit. And then I don't hear Kratos' voice. I'm like, okay, this is new. That's my hope. Am I going to play the Tomb Raider games for a video? I am not. I've played through Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider, the second one. I've played through them for fun, but the trophies for the first one involved an awful lot of online nonsense. And then the trophies for the second one are kind of not, I don't know, I think they're okay. But it would feel weird for me to do the second game and the third game, but not do the first game, and I don't. So I decided to do them for myself. I played through them for fun. I played it on easy. I didn't bother with any of the collectibles and had a nice time with it. Lara takes an absolute beating in the game, though. My God, that poor woman. Hey, Soaked. Push this towards the overpriced Guinness. Hey, thank you, buddy. Hang on, let me get another beer for you. And let me give you the spiel for Adam's Bar. All right, Soaked. For that, I'll make sure next time there's a can of Guinness, the black stuff. All right, Soaked. Welcome to Adam's Bar. Come in out of the cold. You can saddle up right here by the fire, get nice and toasty. PJ's over on there in the taps to get you anything you want, including a pint of Guinness, flown all the way in from Ireland. Down the back, Roisin and the girls are having a traditional Irish music session. Feel free to join there. Or some old lads over in the corner are debating what the greatest game of all time is. Super Mario Bros, Tetris, Pokemon Red. You can go sit anywhere you want, Soaked, or you can stay right here and have a chat with us. Welcome to Adam's Bar. Another beer time. Nice and cold. You got all the infamous 1,000 collectibles for the Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, I remember it was a fuckload. You got all the infamous platinums. Infamous 1 at 300. The blast shards. Yeah, the blast shards. I don't know what they were doing with those. There's so many and they're hard to find. Big fan of the infamous games though. Infamous 2 at online trophy. User generated content where you can create and publish your own missions. It's been 14 years since it's been around. That's cool. I like that. Get the plat before a server shuts down. Keep it with me. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. Would still like to see you against Lucy on Uncharted to see who can get the platinum faster. Here's the thing. I know it's Lucy. I know it's Lucy. I know she'd kick my ass. But I would just annoy the shit out of her. I would, if we were going to do it, I want us to be in the same room together. Like her there, me here. So then when we're playing, I can just fuck with her controller. I know for sure she'll definitely beat me when it comes to the time. But annoying her for like 6 hours or whatever how long it takes would be very fun. Netflix bought Warner Brothers. The next Harry Potter game will be called Harriet Potter. Netflix did buy Warner Brothers. I saw this. Hang on. So do they, like, are they bringing the games to Netflix? Because Netflix had a video game division, and then they shut it down, which was kind of baffling to me. The developers of Oxenfree, they're now owned by Netflix, and they had like Oxenfree 2 on Netflix. Okay, I cannot access Netflix.com. 72 billion? Sometimes I see numbers and this doesn't make any sense to me. 72 billion. So Sony bought Insomniac for 400 million. Microsoft bought Bethesda. Was it like 6 billion? Oh my goodness. 72 billion. Yeah. I wonder what they're going to do with it. I wonder what will happen to all the games. Have you heard or played the Dark Pictures Anthology? I've heard of this. Platinum all 4 games on the Anthology. Also got the plat for the PS5 version of House of Ashes. Little Hope and I have heard about these. They're meant to be actually pretty solid games, which is quite nice. Man of Medan had an online trophy where you need to play it on shared story mode with someone online. I like when they try unique trophies, but it's also like that one would be a tough one to actually do. How red's my face, folks? I had a call with my one of my friends earlier, and the first thing they said is just like, "Adam, you're pink." Like, yeah, the body's still getting used to it. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be pink for a while. I'm also growing out the hair for the Final Fantasy X video. It does not look great up top, but it's actually a bit thicker than I realized. You really want another Uncharted game? Personally, I feel like Uncharted 4 wrapped the story up, but as soon as they announce and show a new Uncharted game, I'm going to be excited as hell. Yeah, I thought we'd have a new Uncharted announcement by now. I really did. Okay, yes, Laura. But here's the thing. I only go out at nighttime, so I don't need sunscreen. And when I'm out during the daytime, I'm out for like 5 minutes, just going to the shop. I know, do you need sunscreen every time you leave the house? Surely like 5 minutes in the sun is okay. It's like healthy for you, maybe? Good man, Soaked. Heading out to watch some football, but here's a tip for the great service. PJ, Soaked says that was some great service. Thank you very much, buddy. You enjoy the football. I hope whichever team you support kicks fucking ass. Cheers. It's a nice way to spend the year. I'm so fucking happy all this works. yesterday when I was setting everything up and testing it, it was like, Jesus Christ, I turn on the light and it works. And I go, oh. I turn on the camera and it works. And I go, oh. I gave a little kiss after it worked. I turn on that light and it worked. I give that one a little kiss as well. Turn on the laptop and it works. Big kiss for that one. Asian flush.
Oh, Tony!
Hey, this is the person. Tony was my warm up. I was not feeling very well today. So thankfully called Tony. I couldn't text. I was like, let's just call. I can't text. And you gave me some life, Tony, so thank you. I'm gonna get you so many Mai Tais in Pattaya. So many Mai Tais. I'll be carrying you out of the bar. Been a while until it's sorted, I'd say. It's bad news in my opinion. Streaming services are the worst thing to happen to movies, TVs since... yeah, I'm not... It's kind of like a wait-and-see approach. They might be kind of hands-off in the development. But we'll see. Normally, like, when there's a kind of like a consolidation of, media companies getting bigger and bigger, it's like, it does all start to feel a bit like samey. You can't wait for Directive 820. It's the new game in the Dark Pictures series. Sweet. Hello, boy Mike. How you doing? Channel member. Come into the bar, Mike. Come into the bar. Now, as the channel member, there's like a little secret area down the back with all the video game consoles. Head down there if you want. Cambodia is treating me quite well. I've already made a couple of local friends. One bar owner and the bar owner's friend. Meeting them on Monday. I've already met my brother's work friends. They're finished work on the 12th of December, and to finish work, they're all doing a 12 pubs. I have never done 12 pubs. This may shock you, but I have never done 12 pubs. I might have been to 12 pubs in one night, but I never set out with the idea of like, let's do 12 pubs. And when the beer in the bars is $1, I got the budget for 12 pubs. So next Friday will be 12 pubs. So already loads of stuff is happening. Meeting local people on Monday, meeting all them on Friday. Going into the Christmas, the guy we met from my home city, I basically just last night invited him over for Christmas. I invited him and then went, I should probably check with my brother. Hey, Lee, is it okay if... He's like, yeah, fine. So the 3 Limerick lads will be having Christmas together. But overall, I've been trying the food. I've been enjoying the weather. I've been enjoying hanging out with my brother, getting to see how he's fitting in, getting to see him kind of learn some of the language. It's been really cool to see. So overall, it is going better than expected. And no grey hairs on me. You might not be as stressed as other adults. My life is, thankfully, to all you wonderful people for watching my videos, and to the channel members and to the patrons and even donations like soaps, it does allow me just keep making my videos. I'm not a rich man. Fairly poor, but not too poor. So now I can just make videos every day. So that's why I'd say like no grey hair. I think maybe there's like one in my beard, but I never see it. And no grey hairs up the top. It's not looking very good, is it? I prefer the way it looks when it's shaved. You should use sunscreen every day, but I'm no one to talk because I don't do that. Only in summer. Yeah, Laura. Was it do what I say, not what I do? Looking forward to the Mai Tais. And Tony, you're going to look forward to the price of those Mai Tais. They would be like $1.75. So you know what? The first couple are on me. How about that? I'll treat you well. I get you some cocktails. Try not to get you too drunk. I don't want... Okay, I might get you a little drunk. Do you ever plan to settle down in one country, or do you like moving around? In general, I prefer kind of moving around. I would like maybe to kind of spend 3 to 4 months in a place. A lot of places kind of give you like a 3 month visa, and I go, I think that's enough. In general, though, I like staying in the same apartment for at least a month, if not 2 months, get nice and settled, get to know the local area. Also, it's easier making friends if you're not just there for a few days. But as for staying in a place, like long term, like a year rent, I couldn't imagine doing like a year in one place. I think I'd just kind of like get a bit too like, the world is too big. The world is too interesting. I can't stay put. There's apparently Metal Gear Solid Delta soap. They're selling to gamers to shower. Shame on them. What's one of those gaming conventions where, there's some like deodorant brand and they just set up a gaming conventions? Like, folks, just use this, will you? It's a clever idea. Surya, have you ever played or heard of the Evil Bin? I have indeed heard of it. I've heard of also the massively, you're about to say, the Akuma mode. Yeah. I have played both them and the Plat. The Evil Within was dreadful after Akuma mode. That looks insane. Akuma mode, I could never do that. That looks insane. So fair play to you. I have heard of them. Because I do Resident Evil every year, that kind of satiates the sort of desire for horror games. Maybe when I finish Resident Evils, then I might do that. Sounds great, mate. The 12 Pubs reminds me of The World's End. The opening the first half of that movie is probably my favorite of Edgar Wright's movies. In the second half, it gets a bit weird, but when it's all those friends coming back together and trying to do the 12 pubs, I think it's great fun. So that'll be me now, next Friday. 12 pubs. 12 Cambodian pubs. I'm meeting all my brother's workmates. I've already met some of them. I was way underdressed when I met them. I was like in black t-shirt and shorts, and they were just off some fancy, from a fancy dinner. Like, they all looked nice. I looked like I just woke out of bed. Oh my goodness. Nobody has ever successfully completed the 12 pubs. It's just a myth. Pub 6 and all the rules are out the window and it just devolves into chaos. Shane, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for the chaos. I have heard this of like, people do rules. My brother got really into it and he has like a rule for every pub. Like, you can't drink in your right hand. You have to go talk to a stranger, or you like this bar, okay, no beers. I'm gonna stick to. I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up, but I can definitely keep up with the 12 beers. Do those other countries accept US currency, or do you have to exchange it to that country's currency? Okay, so Cambodia does accept US dollars. In fact, when you go to the shop, sometimes the prices are in US dollars. And when you go to the supermarket and she rings you up, or he rings you up on the till, it will say the price in both Cambodian riel, which is the local currency, and US dollars. They accept both. Me, personally, I prefer having the Cambodian currency because I want to feel it. I want to see what it's like. Over in Thailand, they do not accept US dollars. In Laos, they do not accept it. They accept it for your visa, but they won't accept it otherwise. Like in the shops, they won't take it. They have their own currency. And same for Vietnam, they won't accept it. It's only Cambodia that will accept US dollars. I think they peg the currency to the US dollar to kind of like avoid inflation for them. I think, I'm not sure. But only Cambodia will accept US dollars. Otherwise, you're going to have to be in the local currency. But you can just go to an ATM machine and withdraw money in the currency. You don't have to like bring over $600 and then exchange it here. You can just withdraw stuff from the ATM. Bum, 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 bum. Hi, Adam. Hello. Have you moved to Cambodia, or is it just a holiday? It is most certainly not a holiday. I'm living and working here. So I'll be here in the capital with my brother for an entire month. And then after this, I'll be going a bit north into a city called Siem Reap and also staying there for a month, maybe two, have my own place. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm living and working just like everybody else. Lynx did collaborate with Xbox to make hair conditioner and soap as well as deodorant. That's clever. That's clever. Are you excited for Edgar Wright's Running Man? Yes, but I've heard mixed things. I've heard that it's like okay. When I saw the premise, I was like, I'm not sure about that one. I really liked his movie before that, The Last Night in Soho. I like that one a lot. Running Man, I think I'm not sure if I've heard mixed reviews, I believe, but it is an Edgar Wright movie. I will definitely see it at some point. Oh, these beers are going down well, folks. I did not think I'd be able to drink. It looks class, but I want to read Stephen King's books first. Oh, it's based on one. It's based on one of his books. What movie? What movie is not based on a Stephen King book? Have to leave now. Had a great time in Adam's Bar. Nice. We'll chat soon, but have a nice time in Cambodia. Can't think of Cambodia without singing the Dead Kennedy song. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Laura. I'll mess you tomorrow with some pics of Laos, and I will send you on some pics of Cambodia as well. Oh, wait. Buenas noches. It looks there is. Would you ever consider doing more indie games for Platinum Journey? I know you generally prefer the longer video format, but there are so many indies that are pure art and deserve to be celebrated. Yes. The problem when you do an indie game is it's like the episode might be quite short. Like it might be I don't want ever there to be like a sub 10-minute episode of Platinum Journey. So I'll see. Like if an indie game like Hollow Knight is still an indie game. That could be a beefy episode. Or what else? What else is an indie game? Firewatch was lovely to play. Platinum was pretty easy. Yeah, finding the right combination of like the Platinum can't be too easy, the game can't be too short. I'm definitely open to it. Stacky's off. Oh, good man, he's Irish. Slán. Slán means goodbye, folks. Or even you could say like Slán Awalia, which like, goodbye, going home. Awalia means home. All the best, Stacky. Have you and your brother visited the Killing Fields yet? No, that is on our stuff to do. He was going to go there a few weeks ago, but he said he'd wait for when I come because the Killing Fields, I'll give folks a bit of context. The Killing Fields are where the Khmer Rouge, the sort of military dictatorship, would just march people out there and kill them. Any dissidents, anybody who questioned the authority, anybody who was smart, killed. So you can now go visit them. It's meant to be very tragic and very sad, and the type of thing you only do once. So when my brother was thinking of going to see it, he was like, I don't want to be going twice because it might be very tragic. And I told him, like, I fully understand that because when I was in Serbia, I went to a concentration camp. And that's something I'm like, yep, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I got to understand the suffering a bit more. But I'll never go to another one. There's just a sort of, like when I stepped onto the grounds of the concentration camp, you just feel a sort of like a weight kind of like on your shoulders. Like, oh, evil happened here. This is terrible. And then walking up and they're like, it's free to go in. There's no money to charge. No, we want people to see it. And then you see all the pictures, you see how they had to sleep, you see how emaciated some of the people were, like starving. It's like, yeah, you kind of leave the place, go home, have a bit of a cry, and then say, right, not doing that again. So yeah, we'll be going to the Killing Fields, and much like a concentration camp, I think it'll be something I do once and once only. I don't even think the Killing Fields is like a place you will go and take pictures. I think you just like go and understand. Have you heard or played Spec Ops: The Line? Yep. The game was delisted after expiring partnership license, primarily for games music. Soundtrack is excellent, causing the game price to be $30 to $60. You got your copy last year for $15. Yeah, I have a copy of Spec Ops: The Line. It is one of my favorite games. I think I did a video of it, and I did also a video of me replaying the game. There was supposed to be an episode of Platinum Journey about it. I did get the Platinum, but while recording the episode, I accidentally had all the gameplay muted. So when I got the Platinum and playing on the hardest difficulty with your companions, who are the dumbest individuals, they will run out into the open, get shot, be downed, which means you gotta go over and revive them or tell the other guy to go revive them. But of course, he goes over and gets shot and is downed, and he's sitting there as well. So then I gotta go over and revive them. I was to like, can you just stand in the corner and don't die? So I somehow beat the hardest difficulty. When I went back to look at all the footage and realizing everything's muted, I'm very fucking annoyed. And in my, I don't know, in my state of mind at the time, I just deleted everything. I was like, fuck this, just deleted everything. I then didn't make a video again for a while, just so annoyed. So yeah, I've played Spec Ops The Line. I love Spec Ops The Line. It's one of my favorite stories. I've read like a thesis paper on it. Yeah, Spec Ops The Line, a truly special game. Any plans for Final Fantasy VII Remake or Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? The Rebirth plat is really tough. Yeah, I think it's like 100+ hours. Isn't the game developer that came out and said apologies about the platinum and how crazy difficult it is? So I'm waiting to see if they, like, when they finish the third part, and then it will all be complete. So I'm waiting for them to finish the remaking the whole thing, and then I'll consider. I don't want to like start it and not knowing how it finishes, because maybe the third part is going to be terrible and not worth the effort. But in general, yeah, Final Fantasy VII is on the like potential episodes list. But I think I'll do Final Fantasy X first. Maybe 12. Final Fantasy 16 looks cool. I played the demo. I liked it a lot. So I think that will get an episode as well. All right, folks. Let me just check in on a couple of things here. Okay. Alrighty. Let me see. We will be going. What time is it now? Yeah, it's like 11:30. We'll go until midnight my time. Don't want to be waking up all my neighbors shouting at ye. Final Fantasy 16 is a really easy. The platinum is really easy, but you like the game. Yeah, some of those boss fights and the music and all swells. Like some of those developers spent their entire development time just on one boss fight to make it as spectacular as possible. I love that. Was Skyrim ever considered for an episode of Platinum Journey, or are you not much of a Bethesda fan? It was considered, and I think I'd lean more towards. Oblivion rather than Skyrim. It is considered. It's just like it's not a very difficult platinum, and there's like, or I prefer The Witcher over the Bethesda games. I don't like the first person view for an RPG. I know these days you can switch to third person, but it doesn't quite feel right. So that's why I kind of preferred going with my mind's blanking. I prefer going like a CD Projekt Red game instead. What? Bethesda? There's not much Bethesda games I even play. But if Elder Scrolls 6 is finally, actually done and good, I might give that a shot. I was disappointed in Starfield. I thought, like, when it was initially announced and I was seeing reviews of it, and it's like, oh, I thought maybe that would have been a bit better. And I wanted them to do well. I wanted them to, like, because now they're exclusive with Microsoft, I wanted them to, like, give a bit of competition for Sony, but that didn't happen. Alrighty, folks. Oh, I might have to. Actually, you know what? PJ! Last call, folks. Last call. Last call. And then head on over to the after party. Football is calling, time to go on the hope, and minute by minute, watch the hope dissipate until the eventual realization that my team is shit. Peace out, stay safe, wear sunblock, and have fun. Thank you very much. Best of luck to all you football folks, and hope your teams win, and maybe not so shit. Have ever been times where you were depressed or going through a hard time? How did you deal with it? So, yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever been properly depressed. But certainly, like, I'm not a, how do I say it? During those long, dark periods of time in Ireland, like the months of November, December, January, February, I get like what's it called, the seasonal effectiveness disorder. I think I have that. As for dealing with stuff, I think long term instead of day to day. So even if like today is not a good day for whatever reason, I think, well, in a year's time I'll be doing this, and that kind of helps out. So if I'm in a bad mood and I can't, if that day feels bad, I always think, long term it's going to be like this way, this and this. So an individual day is not the worst thing in the world if it doesn't go well. So that's my advice. Think long term. You call football soccer in the UK to annoy the British? I'm not a football fan personally. I love a bit of soccer. I do on the weekends. You'd be asked to leave some of the bars. All right, folks. This has been a bit of a shorter stream. Just checking in on you. Wanted to say hello. Wanted to see if everything still works. Time-wise, I do like the kind of the Sunday evening ones. But Sunday at 6 p.m. Ireland UK time would be like 1 a.m. my time. Although my brother is now actually off work. I might see. I think this is a bit too early to be live streaming. I think I prefer the 6 p.m. on the Sunday more. So what I might do for you folks is next week switch back to the Sundays. Alrighty, I shall bid you all adieu, leave you all to your own devices. I hope you have a nice Saturday. I hope you have a nice evening. And on the horizon, there'll be the Chiang Mai travel video, the Different Worlds episode. Then there'll be the trophies for all of 2025 video. And then there'll be some Metal Gear Solid. As I also can start to record Final Fantasy X. Alright, folks. Thank you all for stopping by Adam's Bar this evening. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Alright, folks. Let me see if I can actually end this. Alright. Bye-bye. Ba-doop.